Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the Commander, 37 Training Wing, Brigadier General Trent H. Edwards, welcome to today's Basic Military Training Graduation Parade. We are honored to introduce our 37th Training Wing leadership, beginning with the host for today's ceremony. The Vice Commander, 37th Training Wing, Joint Base San Antonio, Lackland, Texas, Colonel Kendra Matthews. Today's reviewing official is the Commander, Air Force Basic Military Training, Joint Base San Antonio, Lackland, Texas, Colonel William Fisher, accompanied by his wife, Jamie. The wife of the Commander, 37th Training Wing, Joint Base San Antonio, Lackland, Texas, Ms. Vanessa Edwards. The Command Chief Master Sergeant, 37th Training Wing, Joint Base San Antonio, Lackland, Texas, Chief Master Sergeant Sharon Fuller. The Superintendent, Basic Military Training, Joint Base San Antonio, Lackland, Texas, Chief Master Sergeant Richard Sutherland. The Command Chief Master Sergeant, 126th Air Refueling Wing, Scott Air Force Base, Illinois, Chief Master Sergeant Karen Stevens and her husband Gregory. Although time does not permit us to introduce all of our distinguished guests, the 37th Training Wing is proud to welcome each of you. We hope you enjoy today's ceremony. The airmen who will pass and review today have completed a demanding 7.5-week program that provides Air Force units throughout the world with trained airmen. Part of this training includes the time-proven concepts of military customs and traditions, of which this parade is a vital part. All graduating airmen will also march over the Enlisted Heroes Walk. They will lead the way for thousands of airmen that will follow, all reflecting on our enlisted heritage, tradition of honor, and legacy of valor. Our Commander of Airmen is Master Sergeant Juan Garcia, Military Training Instructor, 321st Training Squadron. Colonel Fisher will review today's ceremony. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the playing of the national anthem. 737 Training Group, United States Air Force, Joint Base San Antonio, Lackland, Texas. Subject, 2015 Annual Retreat Streamer. The first place Annual Retreat Streamer is awarded to the 320th Training Squadron for excellence in retreat competition during the period of 1 January through 31 December 2015. Signed, William Fisher, Colonel, United States Air Force. (737) Training Group, United States Air Force, Joint Base San Antonio, Lackland, Texas. Subject, 2015 Fourth Quarter Retreat Streamer. The first place Fourth Quarter Retreat Streamer is awarded to the 320th Training Squadron for excellence in retreat competition during the period of 1 October through 31 December 2015. Signed, William Fisher, Colonel, United States Air Force.
March the command in review.
Staff, port guard, halt! Staff, change post, halt! Union squadron, order arms!
Ladies and gentlemen, the graduating airman passing review today represent a portion of the 38,000 recruits who will complete basic military training this year. The 737 training group provides all recruits with the essential military training to become motivated members of the enlisted corps of the greatest air force in the world. The military training instructors are responsible for the indoctrination, development, and discipline of the airmen. They have dedicated endless hours to ensure all training objectives are met. Today's graduates have proven through academic studies, military training, physical training, and the development of teamwork that they are ready to take their place in the United States Air Force. The flights you will view today are a representation of the enlisted force. Each flight represents an enlisted member of the Air Force who has embodied our core values and contributed to its heritage. As our graduates turn left onto the bomb line to pass and review, they will march over the enlisted heroes walk. The airmen recognized on the papers have been awarded our nation's highest honor, representing heroic and unselfish action as members of the United States Air Force in armed conflicts, including present-day operations in Afghanistan. They include 7 Medals of Honor, 25 Air Force Crosses, and 171 Silver Stars, awarded for bravery during encounters with hostile enemy combatants. These enlisted heroes serve to inspire all airmen to execute their duties courageously and with honor in their service to this great nation. Musical support for this morning's ceremony has been provided by the 737 Training Group's Drum and Bugle Corps, Murray Blood, performing today under the direction of Technical Sergeant Douglas Cost, hometown, Philippine, Pennsylvania. These trainees are also in basic military training, but have been hand-selected to perform for ceremonies of this type. We would like for you to notice our national, state, and territorial flags. As these flags pass in review, please stand and render the appropriate courtesies for our national flag. Once the flags have passed in review, please be courteous of others and be seated in order to allow our guests the opportunity to view the flags as they pass in review. Representing Chief Master Sergeant of the Air Force, number 8, Paris Flight. led by Technical Sergeant Effie Matthews. Hometown, LaCounte, Louisiana. Representing Chief Master Sergeant of the Air Force Number 10, Kingston Flight, led by Technical Sergeant Christopher Marino. Hometown, Tampa, Florida. Representing Chief Master Sergeant of the Air Force Number 15, McKinley Flight, led by Technical Sergeant Hilda Zamora. Hometown, El Paso, Texas. Representing Chief Master Sergeant of the Air Force Number 16, Roy Flight, led by Technical Sergeant Charlie Freeman. Hometown, Indianapolis, Indiana. Representing Chief Master Sergeant of the Air Force Number 17, Cody Flight, led by Master Sergeant Hayden Brooks. Hometown, St. George, Utah. The flights selected to carry our national, state, and territorial flags are representing Chief Master Sergeant of the Air Force Number 1, Air Flight, led by Master Sergeant Dexter Luke. Hometown, Sparta, Illinois, and Technical Sergeant Julia Piper. Hometown, Baldwin, Michigan.
Pretend hard! Let up! Good!
The D Squadron Commander is Master Sergeant Melissa Loshaw. Military Training Instructor, 331st Training Squadron, Hometown, Wasilla, Alaska. Representing Chief Master Sergeant of the Air Force Number 2, Harlow Flight, led by Technical Sergeant Richard Bonzo. Hometown, Charlotte, North Carolina. Representing Chief Master Sergeant of the Air Force Number 4, Florence Flight, led by Technical Sergeant Keisha Bruce. Hometown, Wagner, Missouri. Representing a Medal of Honor recipient, Matthews Flight, led by Technical Sergeant Kent Frankfield. Hometown, Fort Pierce, Florida. Representing Chief Master Sergeant of the Air Force Number 3, Kisland Flight, led by Technical Sergeant Joseph Anger. Hometown, Phoenix, Arizona. Representing Chief Master Sergeant of the Air Force Number 11, Campanelli Flight, led by Technical Sergeant Gisela Orr. Hometown, Detroit, Michigan.
Just back a little.
Representing Chief Master Sergeant of the Air Force Number 13, Fifth Flight, led by Technical Sergeant Vanessa Espinosa. Hometown, Orange, California. Representing a Medal of Honor recipient, Smith Flight, led by Master Sergeant Tiffany Jones. Hometown, Laurel, Mississippi. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the playing of the United States Air Force song. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Please be seated.
Dismiss.
Over the last 7.5 weeks, the airmen before you have transformed from civilians into motivated, disciplined warrior airmen with the foundation to serve in the world's greatest Air Force. Once these airmen leave basic military training, they will enter airmanship, where they will develop their critical thinking skills and further personalize the Air Force core values. They will continue on to technical training to learn the skills needed to perform in one of over 130 Air Force specialties. They will then move on to serve at one of over 84 Air Force bases around the world, or work directly with our sister services. As these airmen move on to technical training, they will continue to focus on adapting to military requirements, achieving occupational proficiency, and learning how to become highly productive members of the Air Force. Ladies and gentlemen, please focus your attention tonight as the T-38C Italians render a flying salute to our graduated airmen. These aircraft are from the 87th Flying Training Squadron, 47th Flying Training Wing, Laughlin Air Force Base, Del Rio, Texas. Of the hundreds of thousands of American citizens that enter the workforce each year, less than 1% have joined the ranks of the U.S. military, and an even smaller percentage in the United States Air Force. You should be proud of their accomplishments thus far. The airmen before you have reached a milestone in their Air Force journey and will require your continued support to assist them in the future endeavors. These airmen are the future of our Air Force and will pave the way for future generations of airmen as we continue to fly, fight, win. would like to take a moment to congratulate all of our squadron honor graduates, as well as their families. Basic military training honor graduates distinguish themselves by being ranked in the top 10% of all airmen graduating in their class. The exceptional personal dedication, integrity, service before self, and substantiated excellence these airmen displayed throughout basic military training earned them this outstanding distinction. As the airmen march forward for the oath of enlistment, we would like to thank the families and friends who are here in support of the airmen graduating today. Your words of encouragement help motivate these airmen through 7.5 weeks of basic military training. On behalf of the United States Air Force and Air Force Basic Military Training, we extend our thanks to the many families and friends of American airmen for the support of your airmen and the greatest air power the world has ever known. Colonel Fisher will now come forward and address our graduated airmen.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, how do they look? Ladies and gentlemen, the men and women standing before you today have been doing amazing things over the last 7.5 weeks. They've been doing them for you, our Air Force, and our country. But first of all, I'd like to thank you again so much, family and friends. Thank you so much for joining us at Military City, USA, and the Gateway Wing to the Air Force as we celebrate the accomplishments of these men and women. I know many of you have come from far away, and I want to thank you so much for taking part in the beginning of an incredible journey for these men and women before you. This journey is something that's hard, but it's worthy, and we're so excited to have them make that journey with us today, starting right here at the Gateway Wing. So ladies and gentlemen, thank you again so much for attending. I know that you'll join me in congratulating some fine men and women. Thank you so much for attending. I also want to say a special word of thanks to the military veterans in our audience today. So if I could have all my veterans in the audience, please stand up and be recognized. So to my veterans here in the audience today, thank you so much for your service. We can only do what we do today based on your tradition of honor, your legacy of valor. Veterans, we are standing on your shoulders today. And I think you'll agree that the men and women standing before you today are worthy to carry on your tradition of excellence. Thank you so much for your service. Thank you very much. I also want to say one more word of thanks for our military training instructors. Ladies and gentlemen, these men and women got these airmen to where they are today. A lot of people talk about serving in the Air Force. Lots of people talk about giving back to the Air Force. But ladies and gentlemen, I'm here to tell you that military training instructors just don't give back. They don't just serve. Military training instructors create the Air Force. And so I'm so proud to serve alongside the NCI Corps as they create the Air Force of the future. Thank you very much to my NCI Corps. And now, to the airmen standing in front of us here today. You know, you could have been anywhere over the last 7.5 weeks, but you chose to be here. You chose to take the hard path. You chose to challenge yourself, your fellow wingmen, to become better, to become a part of something bigger than yourselves. And we are so proud and excited that you're starting your journey right here at the 737th Training Group. I know a lot of you, before you came here, you saw the news headlines out there. You knew what was happening in the world. And I am so excited that you decided, after you read those headlines, you decided that you wanted to try and make those headlines sound just a little bit better. And so it's people like you that are willing to go anywhere, anytime, any place, and do our nation's business. And help people we've never met before, and make those headlines sound just a little bit better. And so I have one task for you today. The core values that we've taught you over the last 7.5 weeks. Integrity, service, and excellence. Take those core values and make them your own every single day. Own those core values. Because the tough business that our nation is going to require of you in the future, you will need those core values to succeed. Those core values will help you and your wingmen do the great and incredible things that I know are in your future. The friends and families before you today are counting on you. Your Air Force is counting on you. Your country is counting on you. And you know what? The world is counting on you. Because the world knows the great airmen that we create here at the Gateway Wing. And so I am so excited to have you start your Air Force journey right here and right now. So really, I only have one question for you today. Are you ready to join the world's greatest Air Force? Ladies and gentlemen, I think you're ready.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stand. Colonel Fisher will now administer the oath of enlistment.
Please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name.
I
Do solemnly swear or affirm
do solemnly swear
that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States
that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States
against all enemies, foreign and domestic,
against all enemies, foreign and domestic,
that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same,
that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same,
and that I will obey the orders of the President of the United States
and I will obey the orders of the President of the United States
and the orders of the officers appointed over me
and the orders of the officers appointed over me,
according to regulations and the Uniform Code of Military Justice.
according to regulations of the Uniform Code of Military Justice.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations, Airmen, and welcome to the world's greatest Air Force.
Thank you, Colonel Fisher. Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing as our newest airmen recite the Airman's Creed and remain in place for the departure of our official party. I am an American airman.
I am a warrior. I have answered my nation's call. I am an American airman. My mission is to fly by command. I am faithful to our heritage, a tradition of honor, and a legacy of valor. I am an American airman, guarding freedom and justice. My nation's sword and shield, its century and avenger. I defend my country with my life. I am an American airman, free, warrior, of the everything behind, of the
Thank you. Please be seated.